Look at the horrid thing Pelosi was accidentally caught doing while Dems yelled FCK Donald Trump. Nancy Pelosi was caught having some fun while her leftist buddies chanted FCK Donald Trump during a Democrat event in California. Where else would this liberal suckery take place? Of course, it happened in California. Nancy, the House Minority Leader, was laughing along with the rest of the hilarious Democrats who thought they were making a point. The only thing Democrats did was point out their one-sided hypocrisy. If Republicans gathered and chanted FCK Obama, then you'd hear and see the race card flying faster than a jet breaking the speed of sound. And let me tell you, at least I did, chanted FCK Obama on a daily basis because he was a horrible president. Guess what, folks? I'm not a political figure in a position of power. I'm not a role model or a person that anyone needs to look up to, or associate with, for future employment or gains. I can happily chant FCK Obama whenever I want and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that people chanted FCK Trump, not one bit at all. Those Democrat hags can chant whatever they want. No one really cares or listens to what Democrats say anymore. The problem isn't that people were chanting mean things about Trump. The problem is that these are professionals who are expected to behave like professionals. Instead, they're acting like little Antifa cronies who emerged from mom's basement to have a gathering of losers to say F words together. If a popular rapper chanted this, then sure, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense when people in business suits who are elected to run our country act like 12-year-olds in a schoolyard at recess. While it may have been a fun moment, it also made them look more desperate and irrelevant than ever. Should these folks lose their job for chanting mean things about President Trump? No way. That's something a liberal would do. A liberal would beg for them to be fired because they're offended. Should people be offended by it? No. If you are, then you're a liberal. Should Trump care? Why would he? Every president has haters. You're no one if at least a handful of liberals don't hate you. When I see people on Facebook comment things like they should be fired, then I just think that person is the most liberal loser I have ever seen. If you complained about this, then you're a snowflake who is worse than the real snowflakes. We talked trash about Obama for 8 years. If we complain about this, then we are the losers. Not them. Laugh at it and throw it back in their face. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi and her fellow Democrats have let Trump derangement syndrome strip them of any decorum and decency they had left. The California rep stood by, laughing, as the state's Democrat chairman John Burton raised 2 middle fingers as he encouraged the crowd at the state convention in Sacramento to chant FK Donald Trump. Democrat leaders at the convention used their time to deride President Donald Trump and beat the familiar drum of tying him to Russia, the Associated Press reported. Anyone else sick of hearing about Russia? I could not care less about Russia. Trump and Putin could be gay lovers tomorrow and I wouldn't care. I didn't vote for Trump because of anything Russia said or did. I voted for Trump because his tax plan looked better for the middle class and because America would be in a terrible place if we had any more years of horrible Democrat leadership. I voted for Trump because I was tired of the politically correct idiots ruining all the fun. I was tired of being told that a guy with a penis, who dresses like a girl, is supposed to be called a woman. Heck no. Senator Kamala Harris told the crowd that the president is putting Russia first, America second. The world, literally the world, is counting on all of you, counting on California to reject Trump's deception and destructiveness, Gavin Newsom, the California lieutenant governor, said. But it was Burton who took it to the classless extreme. All together now, he told the crowd, encouraging them to chant as he raised his 2 middle fingers. FK Donald Trump. Good for Burton. Let him get those frustrations out and encourage us to vote for a Republican for another 4 years. Hey, Burton and Pelosi and the rest of your liberal crybabies. FCK you right back. You right back. Outrage after Michelle Obama was caught doing this in Italy today. CNN won't report this. Barack and Michelle Obama are vacationing in Siena, Tuscany this week. They arrived in Italy this Friday. The UK Daily Mail said she looked especially glamorous. The commenters at the Daily Mail strongly disagreed, saying her choice was not appropriate and it looks like a napkin. Barack and Michelle Obama were visiting the Duomo di Siena, the Siena Cathedral. Comments. Barack and Michelle Obama are vacationing in Siena, Tuscany this week. They arrived in Italy this Friday. Find out more. 84,831. The UK Daily Mail said she looked especially glamorous. The commenters at the Daily Mail strongly disagreed, saying her choice was not appropriate and it looks like a napkin. Barack and Michelle Obama were visiting the Duomo di Siena, the Siena Cathedral. Michelle broke the dress code. Women are required to cover their shoulders when entering the historic Catholic cathedral. But not Michelle Obama. She's above all that. Thank goodness for Melania Trump. Breaking, Sean Hannity hit with horrible news. He needs our support. A major liberal group is targeting advertisers for Sean Hannity's Fox News show as they look to push back against his promotion of a conspiracy theory surrounding a killed Democratic National Committee, DNC, staffer. Media watchdog group Media Matters for America on Tuesday published a list of Hannity's advertisers, a long list that includes major companies such as Allstate, Angie's List, Bayer, Capital One, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Mercedes-Benz and Publishers Clearinghouse. While the list was published with little context and no call to action, it comes as Media Matters continues to blast Hannity for claiming, without evidence, that Seth Rich leaked DNC emails to WikiLeaks and suggesting that Democratic campaigns or groups were behind his killing. The group helped to spearhead a push to put pressure on former Fox News host Bill O'Reilly's advertisers last month after reports that he had been accused of sexual harassment repeatedly. That pressure campaign ultimately led to O'Reilly's departure from the network. The accusations about Rich's death have been part of Hannity's show and Twitter feed for days. On Twitter, he's accused Democrats of scrambling to cover up proof and promoted a number of people siding with his theory. Hannity has drawn more recent scrutiny for promoting Kim.com, a disgraced internet entrepreneur in New Zealand facing extradition to the U.S. on a slew of financial charges. .com claims he can prove Rich's ties to WikiLeaks. Critics have bristled at Hannity's decision to double down on the theory without any hard evidence, and Rich's brother asked Fox to cancel the interview in a letter obtained by CNN. Nobody wants to solve Seth's murder more than we do. However, providing a platform to spread potentially false, damaging information will cause us additional pain, suffering and sorrow, Aaron Rich wrote. The conspiracy theory has swirled on the right for months, but a recent story by a Washington Fox affiliate fanned the flames, claiming an investigator hired by the family found evidence connecting Rich to WikiLeaks. The story was immediately debunked. The investigator recanted his comments. Various media outlets have raised questions about its assertions and Fox News' national website retracted its coverage of the story, saying it was not initially subjected to the high degree of editorial scrutiny we require. One day after walked out on Pence's speech, these Notre Dame snowflakes gets devastating news. If you watched the video of the college graduates from Notre Dame walk away from Mike Pence during his graduation speech, you were likely as disgusted as we were. Luckily, they are going to pay for their childish behavior. Let's guess, they hate Trump because of Russia, right? Their argument is invalid, and they just need to stop while they're ahead. All they are going to do is look foolish. Prather brought up a wide range of excellent points. The reason everyone needs to remember their faces is because they are going to be the ones coming to look for a job soon. Prather urges when they do come job hunting, do not hire them. If you are their boss, you are going to have to eventually tell them things that upset them. We can see clear as day how they deal with disappointment. If they can't handle sitting through their graduation, how are they going to survive in the workforce? The snowflakes are going to walk away as soon as the going gets tough. You don't need people like that working in your company. You should always seek to hire individuals who are going to get the job done, regardless of any roadblocks that come up or how long it takes. Prather went on to add that if you are seeking to make it in life and be a figure of authority, you need to respect authority. If you are unwilling to show a shred of respect, you are going to fail before you even begin. If you walk around thinking you are better than everyone, you are going to get kicked down a notch in a hurry. All business owners should heed the advice that Prather is offering. We need to build an America that is full of value, hard-working people, and continuous, positive change. If we can get these snowflakes out of our workforce, we can make leaps and bounds in ways never thought possible. In the video below you can hear how crowd boos Notre Dame students when walked out on Pence's speech. This is not how the real world works. These snowflakes need to learn to listen and respect people. They can't just go home to mommy every time when they disagree with someone. Share this post if you support Mike Pence. What do you think about this? Comment below.